Okay, listen dear students. P block elements. In that P block elements, especially in first PUC, only two groups only we are learning in first PUC. What are those two groups? 13th group elements and 14th group elements we are learning in first PUC. What about the remaining 15, 16, 17 and 18th group or zero group elements? The chapter concepts will come in second PUC P block elements chapter. Okay students, S block elements completed. Now we'll discuss about that in P block elements. 13th group elements are boron family we need to discuss. Here also general properties, chemical properties and important compounds of boron or chemistry of boron and boron important compounds and their preparation methods and properties we need to discuss. So in boron compounds, sometimes they're asking in objective examination, NEET and JEE examination, they're asking some questions related to boron compounds properties. Boron compounds properties. Okay, students, let's listen. 13th group elements. 13th group elements are also represented by third A group elements. Roman numbers they are representing as third A group elements, and these 13th group elements are belongs to P block. Okay, and it is also called as boron family. 13th group elements also called as the boron family. What are the 13th group elements? Let's see. The 13th group elements: boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium. These are the 13th group elements. Okay, students. These 13th group elements atomic number: boron 5, aluminum 13, 5 plus 8 13, 13 plus 18 31, 31 plus 18 49, 49 plus 32 81. So how the atomic numbers are changing, dear students? If you update that 5, okay, next 13, 31, 49 and 81 means you have to add plus 8 and 18 and 18 and 32, then we will get the atomic numbers. This atomic number that is equal to 5 means boron, 13 means aluminum, and 31 is boron, aluminum, gallium, and indium, and thallium. Thallium is 81. Okay, and general electronic configuration of these 13 group elements are boron family is the outermost shell. The outermost shell contains 3 electrons are present, that is ns2 np1. That last electron or valence electrons or outermost shell containing electrons are entering into the p orbitals, are entering into the p subcells. That's why these elements are called as belongs to P block elements. These elements are belongs to P block elements. They are starts from boron, hence those are called as boron family. Hence those are called as a boron family. Their general electronic configuration in the outermost shell, general electronic configuration is ns2 and p1. Okay, let's see that electronic configurations already we are discussed in atomic structure. So the electrons we are filling into atomic orbitals by using 3 rules: half-bow rule, Hund's rule, and Pauli's exclusive principle. By using these 3 rules, we are filling the electrons into atomic orbitals. According to that, boron atomic number Z is equal to 5 means atoms are neutral, with Z is equals to number of protons and number of electrons also it represents. Z is equal to 5 means they contain 5 electrons. That 5 electrons, this is the shortcut representation, means with help of nearest noble gas configuration. Helium means 2 electrons over. Next, the remaining 3 electrons are present in 3s2 3p1. Okay, so next aluminum neon 3s2 3p1. Aluminum neon, helium neon means 8. 8 plus 5 13 electrons. Okay, it's 2 and 8. Argon 18, krypton 36 and xenon 54. Nearest noble gas. The remaining electrons are present in argon 18. Next electrons are present in 3d10. 3d inner 3d cell is completely filled. Next outer cell 4s and 4p, they contain 3 electrons are present. Next indium, Z is equal to 49. Its electronic configuration is krypton 4d10 5s2 5p1. Next thallium, Z is equal to 81. Xenon 4f14. After completion of 54 electrons, next the 55 electrons after almost 14 electrons are present in 4f14. Next electrons are 10 electrons present in 5d10. Next 3 electrons 6s2, 6p1. Like they are filling. That is the electronic configuration. This electronic configuration we are written based on their energy order of their subcells energy. Okay, students. So electronic configuration is also very very important. What are the 13 group elements? Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. Their general electronic configuration, the outermost shell is NS2 and P1. NS2 and P1. Okay, students? Yes, listen carefully. Next, in the 13th group element, general properties we will discuss. The general properties means first we will discuss about the sometimes the general properties trends are not completely either increasing or decreasing order not comes means irregularity also be present. Those are called exceptional orders. Exceptional orders. So here in boron family, so many exceptions are present in their atomic size or atomic radius, ionization energies and melting points and reducing natures. Their exceptional orders present. Okay, students. So let's see that first general property is atomic size. Atomic size generally we know that in a group top to bottom increases. In a group top to bottom or down the group atomic size or atomic radius increases. According to that, what we thought, boron, next aluminum, gallium should be more atomic size or atomic radius we thought. But aluminum has more atomic size or atomic radius when compared to gallium and then increases consequently. So why aluminum has more atomic size or atomic radius is present means because this aluminum screening effect or shielding effect is strong. So inner cells are strongly attracted means the outer shells attractive forces on the valence shell. Electrons attractive forces from the nucleus is less. From the nucleus, attractive forces are less means they are exist in free state. Automatically its size will be more when compared to gallium. Okay, so the reason is strong screening effect. Strong screening effect is also called as a shielding effect. So the inner cell electrons are strongly shielded by the outer shell electrons. That's why outer shell electrons are less effective from the nucleus in aluminum. That's why aluminum size is more, size or atomic radius is more when compared to gallium. That is one exceptional irregularity. So first only irregularity came. Whenever the irregularities orders are very very important for NEET and JEE examination. Okay, students, keep it in your mind. Next, density. So density there is no irregularities. Commonly density increasing down the group. So boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium. Thallium has more density. Okay, students. So atomic size or atomic radius order. In that aluminum, atomic size or radius is more when compared to gallium. Generally, atomic size or atomic radius increasing down the group. But in third year group elements are boron family, aluminum, atomic size or atomic radius is more when compared to gallium because of aluminum has strong screening effect or shielding effect. Okay. Next, ionization energy. So in ionization energy also irregularities came. Let's see that second, third, ionization energy. Generally, in a group, ionization energy. Generally, in a group, size increases, ionization energy decreases. That's why boron has the smallest size, then boron has more ionization energy. From boron to aluminum, ionization energy trend, see here irregularity is there, ionization energy and important also. So ionization energy first boron to aluminum decrease. Okay, here aluminum is less when compared to boron. It's very clear. Next, aluminum to gallium. Ionization energy is increases. Aluminum to gallium, ionization energy increases. Why? Gallium has more ionization energy means here aluminum size is more. Automatical ionization energy of aluminum is less when compared to gallium. Otherwise, gallium has a poor screening effect due to poor screening effect of gallium. Okay, that is one thing. Next, gallium to indium. Again, gallium to indium gradually decreases. Indium gradually decreases. Yes. See, indium has low ionization energy when compared to gallium. It's common. There is no trend. Again, indium to thallium increased. Means indium to thallium ionization energy is increased. Why indium to thallium ionization energy is increased? Means thallium has lanthanide contraction. Means poor screening effect of f orbitals. Already if you observe the thallium electronic configuration, there 4f electrons are present. That 4f electrons are highly attracted from the nucleus. Then outer shell electrons also strongly attracted from the nucleus. That's indium and thallium. Thallium has more ionization energy when compared to indium. The reason is due to lanthanide contraction. So lanthanide contraction and screening effect or shielding effects already we have discussed in periodic classification of elements. So here two reasons, dear students, listen carefully. Why gallium ionization energy is more when compared to aluminum is gallium has poor screening effect. Screening effect is decreases means ionization energy increases. That is one reason. And another important thing is indium and thallium. Why thallium has more ionization energy when compared to these all? Means because the thallium, that 4f orbitals has affected by lanthanide contraction. Then due to the lanthanide contraction, thallium has more ionization energy. That's why the ionization energy order, how the irregularities came first. See, boron to aluminum decreases. After that, aluminum to gallium increases. Next, gallium to indium decreases. Next, indium to thallium increases. So the particular sequence order this is. What is that order? Boron has more, next thallium, next gallium, and aluminum and indium. This is the ionization energy order or first ionization energy order of 13th group elements. 13th group elements. Okay, students. Next, melting points also irregularities came. Generally, melting points gradually in a group boron to thallium decreases. So that's why boron has more melting points when compared to aluminum. Boron to aluminum decreased. Next, gallium to indium and thallium increased. That's why gallium has low melting points when compared to indium and thallium. Indium and thallium. So gallium to indium increases. Again, indium to thallium decreases. Okay. So the why gallium has low melting points means because of its crystal structure. Okay. Structure of gallium is low, and boiling points are gradually decreases down the group. So there is no irregularity in their boiling points. So irregularity is present in melting points only. Gallium has low melting points among the 13th group, all 13th group elements. Boiling points are gradually decreases down the group. Boron has more boiling point than aluminum, gallium, indium and thallium. Okay. So if you are thinking about this indium, gallium should be like this: boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. So the melting point of gallium is less. After that, remaining gradually decreased, and boiling points are gradually decreased only. There is no irregularity in their boiling points. Next, reducing nature. In that reducing nature, actually, in that 13th group elements, among those all 13th group elements, once you have observed their physical state, all are metals, all are solids. All are solids, but boron is non-metal. So non-metals cannot act as a reducing agent. It's very clear. Next, aluminum, boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium. Once you observe that among these all, aluminum acts as a strong reducing agent. Why actually in a group top to bottom atomic size increases, then reducing nature need to increases, but here decreased due to that inert pair effect and bonding capacity. Inert pair effect reason I will explain in oxidation states. Okay students, so the aluminum acts as a good metallic nature among these all, and aluminum acts as a strong reducing agent, and reducing strength or reducing nature decreases because higher oxidation state stability decreased in the group. Higher oxidation state stability decreases down the group. +3 oxidation state decreases down the group. So thallium always exists in +1 oxidation state only. Due to that nature, reducing nature decreases down the group, and aluminum acts as a good reducing agent in 13th group element. Aluminum, gallium, indium and thallium. This is about a reducing nature order. Next important general properties. The next important general property is oxidation states. Listen carefully, dear student. This oxidation state concept is very, very important. Their stability orders compulsory. They are asking in NEET and JEE examination. Okay. Next, oxidation state. Once you are after that, 13th group elements general electronic configuration is NS2. NP1 electronic configuration is present in the outer motion. If NS and NP electrons both are involving in chemical bonding, exhibits maximum oxidation state. So the maximum oxidation state is +3. The maximum oxidation state is a +3. Okay. So now this +3 oxidation state stability, this +3 oxidation state stability decreases down the group. Why +3 oxidation state stability decreases down the group means due to inert pair effect. Not only in 13th group elements, 14th group elements and 15th and 16th group elements, higher oxidation state stability in P block elements decreases down the group because of inert pair effect. What is inert pair effect? Inert pair effect means in P block elements NS2, NP, here NS2 and NP 1 to 6 like electronic configuration is present, then in P block elements down the group that NS2 electrons participating in chemical bonding decreases because of size increases, that nuclear attractive forces on valence shell decreases, then the NS2 electrons are not involving in chemical bonding. NS2 electrons not involved in chemical bonding down the group. So NS2 electrons not involving down in the chemical bonding down the group is known as inert pair effect. Due to that inert pair effect, higher oxidation state stability decreases down the group, and minimum oxidation state, for example, NS2 electrons are not involved means only NP electrons are involved in chemical bonding. Only one electron means their combining capacity, covalent bonding capacity is 1. Then the minimum oxidation state is +1. So the +1 oxidation state stability, this +1 oxidation state stability increases down the group, and higher oxidation state +3 oxidation state stability decreases down the group. Okay students, according to this inert pair effect concept, I am explaining, I am giving stability order of +3 and stability order of +1. +3 oxidation state stability. +3 oxidation state stability order. Okay, once you observe that +3 oxidation state stability decreases down the group I said. That's why boron always exists in +3, and thallium in +3 oxidation state it is very less stable. That's why thallium always exists in their compounds in +1 oxidation state only. Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium and thallium. Okay, students, it's very clear. Next, +1 oxidation state stability. What I say, +1 oxidation state stability increases down the group, means boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. So thallium always exists in +1 oxidation state stability, and +3 is very less stable. So boron +3 is more stable than boron +1, and similarly thallium +1 is more stable than thallium +3. Why thallium +1 is more stable than thallium +3? Due to inert pair effect. What is inert pair effect? In p block elements, NH2 electrons are not involving in chemical bonding down the group. Due to that, NH2 electrons are not involving in chemical bonding down the group. Higher oxidation state stability decreases down the group, and lower oxidation state stability increases down the group. That's why thallium +1 is more stable than thallium +3. Okay, students, these are the main important physical properties or general properties of first year group, 13th group elements. Okay, general properties of 13th group elements. Now we discuss about the chemical properties of 13th group elements. Chemical properties. Let's see, main important chemical properties of 13th group elements are boron family is chemical properties. Thirteenth group elements. First one is formation of oxides. We'll discuss about formation of oxides. Once you observe that these 13th group elements, they forms M2O3 type of oxides. M2O3 type of oxides. Once you observe that M is boron, aluminum, gallium, indium and thallium. In a group, these oxides basic nature increases down the group and acidic nature decreases. B2O3, Al2O3, boron, aluminum, gallium, indium and thallium. Once you observe this basic nature, increases down the group. These oxides basic nature increases down the group, and this boron trioxide or boric anhydride is a weak acid. These two, aluminum oxide and gallium oxide, are amphotic nature. Amphotic nature. Amphotic nature means they react with both acids as well as bases. And indium and thallium as basic oxides. Basic oxides. Okay, students. Let's see how we can prove that B2O3, boric anhydride or boron trioxide, is a weak acid. It reacts with bases to form corresponding borates. This boric anhydride reacts with base like a sodium hydroxide forms sodium borate, NaBO2. See here, two borons are there, means 2 moles of NaOH you have to take. Then releases oxygen, sodium borate. So it is a base. Now, these Al2O3 and gallium oxides are amphotic nature, means they react with acids as well as bases. Reaction with acids and bases. For example, Al2O3, you have to take reacts with acid, like you have to take H2SO4, then forms Al2SO4 thrice. Al2SO4 thrice. Now here 3 means you have to take 3 moles, then releases 3 moles of H2 gas. sorry, 3 moles of H2O, because here 6 H2, 3 H2 and 3 oxygens are there, 3 H2O is formed, aluminum oxide, because it is acid. And same way, if it is reacts with base like sodium hydroxide, forms sodium aluminate, it will forms NaAlO2, sodium aluminate, and H2O. So Al2O3, in the Al2O3 place gallium oxide also you have to take, then forms corresponding compounds only. Either it reacts with acids as well as the bases. And another important thing is thallium oxide. Tl2O3 is in +3 oxidation state, it is unstable and decomposes to give thallium monoxide Tl2O2 plus O2 gas it releases. Why means thallium +3 oxidation state is unstable and it decomposes to give Tl2O2, thallium monoxide, and oxygen gas it releases. This is about the nature of oxides. So 13th group elements generally forms M2O3 type of oxide. These M2O3 type of oxides basic nature increases down the group. Boric anhydride or boron trioxide is a weak acid. Aluminium and gallium oxides are amphotic nature. Indium and thallium are basic oxides. Okay. So this is about oxides. Next, hydroxides. Let's see. Hydroxides. This forms trihydroxides. Hydroxides means BOH thrice. It is also called as boric acid, aluminium hydroxide, AlOH thrice, boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, and thallium. This thallium trioxide is unstable. Okay, these all are existing +3 oxidation state and their basic nature increases down the group. Basic nature is increases down the group. This boric acid is also called as boric acid. It is a weak acid. And aluminium trioxide and gallium trioxides are amphotic nature. Amphotic nature. These remaining two are basic oxides, basic hydroxides, basic nature. Okay, this is about hydroxides. Next, we will discuss about that halogens, reaction with halogens. Reaction with the halogens. See, these 13th group elements reaction with halogens forms MH3 type of halides. Okay, these are electron deficient. These are electron deficient. So electron deficient means they act as electrophiles. Acts as electrophiles and acts as Lewis acids. So this Lewis acidic strength which halides, 13th group element halides can accept electrons very fast. They act as a strong Lewis acids. So the Lewis acidic nature. Lewis acidic strength. Order boron trihalides are strong Lewis acids, and then aluminium trihalides, boron, aluminium, gallium, and indium, and thallium trihalides. So thallium trihalides are unstable only thallium trifluoride only will exist. Among these boron trihalides, Lewis acidic strength order. Lewis acidic nature order of boron trihalides. Boron trihalides means halogen is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. If you are taking, then the Lewis acidic nature increases down the group. Means actually what we thought acidic nature electronegativity increases, then Lewis acidic nature increases we thought. But bonded atoms, halogens, electronegativity increases, acidity decreases here. That's why BF3 is weak acid, then B chlorine, BCl3 and BBr3 and Bi3. What is the reason for decreasing their acidic nature? Increasing their acidic nature means halogen electronegativity increases, means that halogen having lone pair electrons are present. That fluorine atomic size is very small. Size is decreases. Then they can donate that pair of electrons easy to the boron. When compared to fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, this back bonding effect. So due to back bonding, nature, already this back bonding concept earlier only discussed in chemical bonding.